Hi guys, my name is Liz. This is the Crafty Queens page. We're gonna make something pretty today, so come on in. I do need to pull up comments before I forget. I want to see everybody hopping on. I don't even know if I just refreshed. I even had my coffee already. This is pathetic. Here we go. Okay, I hope everybody's having a good week. It's just about Friday, just about there. Okay, so let me set this kind of stuff off to the side somewhere. And we're gonna use some watercolor paper today. Just some watercolor paper. And did I grab? Yes, okay. While people are hopping on, I'm not gonna glue it. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna tape it down to my turntable. Good morning. Okay, Miss Patty, I hope you have a great day, girl. Good morning, Miss Carol. Ooh, hi, hi, Kelsey. Good morning, Denise. She called me beautiful, y'all. She called me beautiful. Okay, if only she seen me 5 minutes ago. My hair was not brushed. I had those crocodile clips in. Listen, I took my children to the school bus looking like a hot wreck, but it's fine, you know. Sometimes y'all see me at like a hot wreck because I'm getting ready to sweat all day anyway, so I don't shower till it's done. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get off this top layer because I spray painted and did who knows what the heck in noodles. Hello, Miss Susan. I know, I haven't seen your name in a hot second, girl. How you been? I hope you've been good. Okay, that's as clean as it's getting. Look how we stenciled our turntable by accident the other day too. So there is that. Okay, we're gonna do that. I am painting, kind of-ish. I'm getting back into it-ish. Good morning, Miss Gina. How are you, girl? Miss Linda's here. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate that, Susan. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead. And I'm going to tape this down. This is watercolor paper. Because I believe we'll need it. Hold on one second. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be ours. Okay, and I'm trying to go just a little bit over the paper here and get that tape down so it stays in place and it'll frame out our pretty picture. Oh my God, it is May 1st. Oh, that just made my whole life. It is May 1st, y'all. Looky there. We leave the 17th for Myrtle Beach. I am working on content for when I'm gone. Holy crap-a-doodles. I bit off more than I could chew. I was like, I'm gonna do all these spray painting and sanding projects. No, I ain't. I think I've done 2 or 3 and I still have 2 or 3 and I've got at least 2 that I can think of right off the top of my head that is not happening at all because I refuse to buy paint thinner until we're back, okay? So, that's how that's going. All right, so we've got watercolor paper. I'm gonna spray it with water. And while I'm thinking about it, don't be looking and judging here. I'm gonna spray this with water as well. This is my kids' watercolor. Yes, ma'am. Yes, in case you're wondering. We need to let that sit so that we have more pigment when we go to place it on the pupper. And then we have watercolor pencils if we need some detail. I have them over there, so I'm gonna set this to the side. We'll see. And then I'm gonna take a dry paper towel and I'm just gonna wipe off the excess. And I can add some water back in. I just wanted to get it wet and see what happens, because I don't do this. I don't know if I've ever done this. I know I've done one other watercolor, so definitely a beginner with this stuff. Hello, Miss Lisa. How are you? Happy May Day. We're gonna make, I meant to email myself a picture of one, but I'll just Google. We're gonna make a beautiful something on a dragonfly. I can spell when I'm not live. I really can. Okay, so we're gonna make a beautiful dragonfly, y'all. All right. Hello, Miss Tammy. How are you? I might need a little more water. Let me see. Just gonna like spritz it. Just like spritz it. I don't know. Okay. Then we're going to take our brush, and I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna move all this over here. And we're gonna try to put down some things, some stuff and some things. Good morning, Miss Denise. How are you? I think I ought to start with black. Okay, hold on, I'm a liar. After feeling how thick these are, I think I need more water. We'll see. I could be totally wrong. I have no idea. That's definitely dark blue. Let's see what this is. That's a different blue. Okay, I want a bigger brush. And I'm gonna dip my brush in water. We're gonna learn this together, y'all. Learn it together, okay? Because we ain't got time. I swear, when I see people hop on, like Lisa, I love Lisa at the Silver Farmhouse. That girl can hop on and have something done and then show y'all how she did it. I'm like, how do you have time for that? Well, I gotta learn on the live, I swear. Okay, here is this other like grayish blue color. Pretty, okay. I don't think I have black, so change of plans. We're just gonna get lighter with our blues as we go up. Okay, got this blue. Oh, I see a pretty blue I have not used yet. Okay, and I'm just trying to kind of like create a sky or a background, I guess, for our dragonfly. I don't know what I've used at this point, and now I'm taking some purples. Good morning, Miss Patricia. How are you? I might need to go grab another one of these. We have a few of these little watercolor things that my kids used to use. Just grabbing different blues and purples at this point. And then this like grayish blue that I thought was black, we're grabbing that too because it's pretty. Okay. And I'm trying to keep it going this way. And then I'm just gonna kind of get rid of the white. Just going blendy, blendy. All right. Here's some blue. Have a fit. You too, Miss Patty girl. You too. Okay. I think I'm goodish. All right, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go through super lightly, just like that. I am no watercolor expert, so whatever happens today, y'all should not be afraid to try it because it'll turn out just as bad as mine. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna dry this a little bit here. And then we're gonna see if we need any other layers. That's what we're gonna do. She said dragonfly. Yes, Miss Carol loves her dragonflies. Excuse me. Good morning, my friend. I'm doing good, Miss Shannon. How are you, girl? I don't remember putting speckles on here, but I'm seeing them, so that's great. We're gonna go with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Experience is the best teacher. That's right, Dana. What brand of, oh Lord, Karen. All of them, I think. Ooh, I probably got most of them off Amazon, so if you send me a private message, I can send you the links. But I don't pay much attention to the brand, but because I was such a new crafter that I wanted. I started out like doing Dollar Tree stuff and very cheap brushes and things like that. I do not like the Dollar Tree brushes. I've learned that. But I just get them like when they're $7 on sale on Amazon. And it's like a pack of 20-ish or 15, and you get several different styles. These I remember I got a set of 2, or maybe 2 separate ones, I don't know. But these were bigger, and I got those at Walmart. But I don't know the brands. I'm sorry. I don't know the brands, but I just get cheap whatever. Now, then Bob Ross told me that I needed, is it boar hair bristle brushes? So I did get a set of those also off Amazon. But yeah, if you send me a thing, I'll look them up and send you the links. That is a fabulous question. Hello, Miss Mel. Told me there's no bad. That's right, it's abstract. It ain't bad, it's abstract. Hello, Miss Mary, how are you, girl? I think that's really pretty. Okay, I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I'm trying to do like darker down and lighter up just so that it's not all like one color. I'm about to sweat to death on here, y'all. Hello, Miss Pat, how are you? All right, let's see here. Do I need another layer of that? I don't think so, because it's kind of perfect. All right, let's pull up what in the heck a dragonfly looks like here. And take a pencil. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Okay. Yep. So, we're gonna do, it's gonna be kind of like angled. And I don't know what size I need, so we're gonna use some white wax today too, y'all. I've been loving it. We're gonna do like the body parts, the body. And I'll come right back to the comments in just a minute here. Okay. I don't know if I made it big enough, but that's what you get. You don't throw a fit. And then on the second section of the body, I'm gonna do a big old wing. And then between the second and third, I'm gonna start another. And I'll hold this up. This is not about perfection. Has it ever been? And then we're going to do here. Okay, so I don't like these two. They're kind of boxy. So we're gonna erase it and do it again. There we go. And then this one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do both these again. Okay. It's good enough for me. All right. Ooh, you can't really see it, but it's there, I promise. I'm gonna take a black watercolor pencil, I believe is how I'm gonna do it. Yes, Miss Pat, I've been keeping track of you and your eyeball. Did you only get the one done so far, right? Good morning, Miss Eva. I'm happy to see you on here too, girl. Okay. Let me take one of these. These are the watercolor pencils that my babies got me for Christmas. And I don't probably need black because I kind of want to keep with like the purpley bluey vibe. Hold on. I might not need any color for this. Okay. All right. We got this. All right. So I'm going to use this like dark purpley color. If I can get it. Just this like dark purpley color. I'm going to take the lid off this so I can just keep dipping. And I'm going to dip my pencil tip in there because this is watercolor. And then I'm going to start at the head here. And I'm going to just outline the body, I believe. I'm trying to see. I don't think I need the wings. I don't. Because we're going to have hot glue, silver leaf. Yeah, I don't think I need to do it in the white wax, right? Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave that. Do these things have antennas? I don't see any, so I guess I'll leave those off. All right, and then we're going to, okay. And then we're going to put some lines in because they do kind of have lines. And I did some of them all the way through and some of them halfway through. I hope y'all can see this. I'm covering up my entire screen when I show you, so I don't even know if I'm showing you. Okay, then I'm gonna leave that like that, and I'm gonna take that smaller brush I had, or a different one, because I can't find it. And I'm gonna dip this one in water, and then we're gonna get some of those, see how I went like dark to lighter? I'm gonna get some of those darker colors and start up here at the head. And kind of put those in. Just so it's not all like blending in. Okay, so I'm just gonna start to fill this part in with some different color. All right, now that I got that drawn sort of, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over hither. That's a nice pencil. Isn't that so sweet? Alana wanted the same one. She actually got it for me at Five Below for Christmas. Thank you, Patricia. I like these colors too. That's right, Dana. Perfectly imperfect for us, right? The worst one was done first. Hopefully the second in a month or so. Okay. That's what I was checking your page to see if you had the second one done or not. And I did see that you feel a lot better now after the first day. So I'm happy for that. Okay. And then we'll take this back off. Okay, and then I'm gonna leave the wings alone for now. We're just gonna worry about the body. I am gonna try to like kind of keep it all sectioned looking so that you could tell that it's different. Than each other and then the background, but here we go. And I just got that section on. And then I think we could take a Q-tip, because this will kind of soak up some excess water. Like if you have a puddle, but you don't really want to move the paint, you just want to take up some of that, you could use this. And see how now it's kind of like lighter. There we go. It's like lighter where I put the Q-tip because it'll just suck it a little bit. I can see it. Good. She's like, guys, you're gonna see so many things now. You're gonna be so happy. Okay. Now I'm gonna go around the edge here. I'm just using the same brush. You probably shouldn't do that. But because I'm kind of blending these anyway. Okay, then I'm going to do this one down here a little bit lighter, I think. Or maybe like more greeny. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, it's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Now we just need like a touch of green everywhere else. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. This is so relaxing is what it is. Some days you just need something relaxing. I definitely do. We're gonna act like that's not there. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Work for you. Yes. I'm so happy she's gonna be able to, and she's gonna be able to see her beautiful creations. All right, so we've got that pencil under there with a little bit of purple. We've got some green. Let's throw, I think, maybe this darker green in there. I don't know if I want blue in this one. Maybe a touch, maybe a smidgen. All right, let me dry this and then see if I want to add anything on top. Do you hear her? So she randomly does that in the middle of the night. I don't know if she did that when she lived with you guys, but apparently, like, I woke up the other night and I was like, what the heck is she doing? And because she'll act like somebody's breaking in. Aww. I love these colors too. They're giving me mermaid vibes because y'all know I'm part mermaid, right? But Cody was like, babe, she literally does this 3 or 4 times a night. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, she's crazy as hell. But we moved her from the dining room to the kitchen. Like, all of their crates are in there now. And she used to only be with June. She would only be able to see June. And now she can see June on one side and Ace on the other. So I'm like, did she do it before she moved over? And he said, yeah. So I don't know. But right now she's doing it because she's neglected. Right now she's letting y'all know that we don't love her no more. Because she's in the crate while Mama crafts. And she don't like it one bit. Okay, hold on. That's not purpley enough. That ain't purpley enough. Just gonna like dry up what I can. Actually, I don't think it's the purple that is the problem. I think it's the blue. Well, look at that. I started blending all the colors. I couldn't tell what in the heck was what. All right, that's better. And then up here, get this really, really, really dark one. And then get this lighter one. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my little Q-tip wet so that I can kind of lighten those up a little bit. I'm gonna tell you something. I wish I wouldn't have put the pencil lines in there because that's my least favorite part. But here we go, guys. We got the body on there, okay? The wings is the whole reason I'm doing this project. So I really hope that they turn out good. I looked at my mixed media piece yesterday. You're like, dang, I'm good. Never, really. And you guys like live in a neighborhood and she lives in the stinking country, but they have people that moved back into this like barn, like they turned it into like a little apartment. So maybe she's hearing that. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna use my mini hot glue tool. Okay, and I'm going to use protection. That's not protection, but just go with it. And push that back in there really good. And I'm gonna put this up. We're gonna try to hot glue the wings, okay? White wax them, silver leaf them. Are you with me? Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. In my head, it's fabulous. So, and if we need eyeballs, I gotta look at the images again. I don't know if we need eyeballs or not. Or antennas or something. I am using my mini, because this is a mini Dragonfly. This was all inspired by white wax. And I already have Tuesday. I either don't know what I'm doing 30 minutes before I go live, or I have like 5 planned out. We'll see if the plan sticks. But for right now, I already have Tuesdays in mind. And today I almost did that one, but I have a few things I still need to sort out how I want to do them. And this, I already knew exactly how I wanted to try it, so. Okay. All right. Do these have veins? Do these things have, is a diver. They're getting married in Cuba. Mermaid themed collars. Can I come? That's amazing. Brought to you by White Wags. That's right. I used it for the first time the other day. I was like, why has it taken me 3 years to buy this? because I'm a rusty crusty girl. I'm a dirty girl. So I was like, I ain't gonna like no white wax. Yes, I do too. Have you ever used a knead eraser to get rid of your... No. I'm gonna have to look that up, Sarah. Thank you, Miss Carol. Huh. A knead eraser, huh? Oh, I'm supposed to be working here, people. Hold on. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna be doing all that. God, these are intricate. I have an idea. Because the wings are thicker and I don't know if the white wax will mess all this up, but listen. Will a regular eraser work? Because I have those. I just don't want to mess up the watercolor. Honestly, who cares? It's watercolor, right? We can do it again. Hold on. Let's try it. I forgot I just did that. Yeah, it's not really pulling much up that I can tell. But I like it now. Now I added the blue, and I guess that was what it was missing, so we're fine. Okay, I don't have white. I don't have white. It's gonna make me try it. Okay, so we're gonna make them out of here. I just don't know if they'll be too thick or not, but we're gonna make some veiny things out of here. I'm just gonna try to pull them thinly. Kind of like spiderwebby. Oh God. Yep. Okay. Sounds great. How do you try out new things out on the life? Do you, Shannon? Because I'm second guessing my entire life right now. I'm like, really? My 18-year-old's gonna pick right this second to vacuum. So you're welcome. At least he's doing it right. Good morning, Liz. Hello, Miss Carol. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's just like a squiggle. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Okay. Why wasn't I doing this the whole time? This is perfect. Hello. That one looks great. Took me 4 tries. But I got it. Let's try it on here. I think I have this one mostly figured out. Oh, that's so pretty. Here we go. Just gotta make it look like coral. Or tree branches or something. Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay. And then let me fix my spot here. I really don't need to because I'm about to cover it all up, but you know. My heart will know. There we go. All right, I'm gonna try to dry, but not too close so that I don't melt my hot wax, but that I get some of those glue strings off of there. Did I just call it hot wax? I meant hot glue. Okay, and I'm gonna give that a quick second. I could get mine to help like that. Miss Susan, if asked, okay. Hi Dory, how are you? Cake topper is mermaids, oh, shades of blue, I love that. That's gonna be some beautiful photos that you'll be able to see. Susan, I make them all help, okay? Listen, I'm one human. I do a lot, but it ain't enough. So they all got their little parts to play. Okay, now do we need eyeballs? Let me see here. Because if we do, I can throw them on now and let them cool. It looks like, ooh, God. Don't ever zoom in on a dragonfly, y'all. It looks like we do need them. You know, I used to think these were so beautiful. What the heck? Okay, we're gonna put 2 on here. I'm gonna put them like in the head like they are, and see how that goes. Get up there. Or the whole tip, that works too. Hold on, hold please. This poor thing's older than time. Okay, then I'm gonna put my little eyeball here. And I'm just getting a tiny bit of glue out. And then lifting up and kind of swirling so that I don't drag it and mess with the shape of the eyeball. And then we'll let that cool. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with silver leaf, and that's gonna be last. So next I need wax, and then we'll need silver. I think the silver with the blues and purples will be pretty. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you'll be able to see those pictures. I think those will be really pretty pictures though. I really do. How are we doing here? Okay, I think we're good enough here to at least take our new floppy and drop it and get out any strings that are inside here. There we go. Okay. Okay, all right, okay. So I think that the wax has to come next. This is gonna be interesting because I gotta wax and blend, and then I gotta try to put Mod Podge over top of the wax. We'll see. I can't do it the other way around though, because then it'll matte up my silver, so we're just gonna go with it. Now this one is the Bear brand, and it was like last week. This is the white color. I have it in white, clear, and dark antique. Yeah, dark antique, which is brown. What else was I telling you? I'm gonna use a soft brush and a paper towel. Oh, last week this was like 10 bucks instead of 16. And I figured out why, because I was standing there staring at them all. They changed their labeling. There's nothing wrong with these. Not expired, not, I was worried like maybe it's too old or it's getting ready to expire and it's cracking or something. They changed their labeling, I noticed while I was standing there, because they had this one, which is the original, well, the one that I knew about. They could have had labels before this too. And then they had a newer one. So I got this older one because I honestly wasn't sure if the newer one would ring up the original price or 10 bucks. So I saved $6. This ain't happening how I thought it would. All right, I got an idea. We're gonna take this off. Well, as much as we can anyhow. And I'm gonna mix some gray and white paint. I think we can do it like that. We got this. All right, we're gonna mix some gray and white paint. I don't want to put just white on there. Tiny little butt hair. And because then it won't make a difference if we add white wax to it, you know. So we start out with a super light gray. Oh, I think that's good. It's actually really pretty. Okay, let's start there. And I'll get a new clean brush. And you're welcome for the white wax. Were you the one that told me about it? I so appreciate that. I had a couple people message me that they finally got the dark antique, or they went and got the clear or the white. I was like, yay. So that was a very good tip. a very good tip. All right, we're gonna do these gray. I'm trying to trust the process right now. So over top of the hot glue that's clear and soft and shiny, so the wax was just kind of slipping right off of it, it was not really showing up. So we're gonna do like a base coat of gray. On top of here. All the way over to the body. Okay. Now we'll see how this goes. Okay. Grab a wet wipe. Hello, Miss Tony. How are you, girl? You doing good? Okay, I'm gonna grab a wet wipe and a palette knife and just clean up in between here and get that excess paint off. So sorry if I froze. Okay. Okay, did I freeze? So sorry, y'all. I missed it. Where did you get these waxes? I got these at Home Depot, and it's their brand. It's called Behr, B-E-H-R. And I can hold it up for you. Oh, here it is. So it's Behr. I never put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hello, Miss April. How are you? All right, let's go ahead and not wax these, but dry them. Electricity back on after. Oh my goodness, Miss Tony. Was it because of the storms? So we had some nasty storms. I need to focus on this area. I'm daydreaming and all that pretty blue and purple. All right, so that's good and dry. Now let's try our white wax. See if we can get that to look better. Which is not that. Where did I put it? Did I throw it? I might have thrown it. It's okay. I washed brushes, so got some more. All right, so we're gonna get some white wax out. Now that these are dry, we're gonna see if they look any better. They do not, y'all. They do not look better. You know, sometimes you can't win them all. We're about to silver leaf these bad boys and call it a day. The white wax isn't showing up at all on the hot glue. I think it makes sense. I'm trying to remember if I ever used any of color wax on top of hot glue. I think it's just too soft. So maybe if you were drawing these on, perhaps it would look better with like a pen or a colored pencil, but it's just not sticking to. It just ain't happening, y'all. Just ain't happening. But that's what we got so far. So I just kind of wiped it off because the hot glue is already slick, and then adding wax on top of it, slick. So I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna put Mod Podge on the raised surfaces, and we're gonna do our silver leaf. I think it's fine. It is by the paint, and it is by the paints. It's actually by the stains. And don't let anybody tell you different, girl. Don't let me. Listen, I was going all over the store asking all these employees, and so then I pull up the app because each store might be slightly different, but these guys had me running everywhere, and I was like kept trying to tell each person, like, it's for furniture flips and things after you paint them to seal them, And I don't know, I was speaking gibberish because nobody understood. They were like, it's in the cleaning aisle, it's in that aisle, it's in that. I pulled up their app, and do you know, it was in the paint aisle, and they even give you the bay, like, which is the section of the aisle, which is labeled clearly. So I was able to find it once I did that. So I would just pull up the app, and but yeah, my particular store, I'm gonna put this Mod Podge on top of the raised surfaces. I need a tiny brush. That'll work. I need a tiny brush. I'm gonna put it on top of the hot glue. But it was by the stains and the spray paint. I was like, why didn't I think of pulling? I used to use the app all the time when I worked there, and people would ask me where something was and I didn't know. I would not Google it, but I would just pull up the app and get it. I was a cashier, so I have like a limited general knowledge of where things were, but not detailed. Like if I worked in hardware, I would have known exactly where all my hardware stuff was. So it helped out a lot. Okay, so we've got some Mod Podge there. We're gonna do the high points of the hot glue, and we're gonna silver leaf them. And hopefully it looks good, y'all. Because listen, your girl's new to watercolor paint and this white wax, but I love the white wax when it does what you want it to do. It is really pretty. I have a project that'll be posted when I'm gone in a couple weeks. And you're welcome. Thank you, Miss Susan. I appreciate that. They're looking good. I think we can make them look just a little bit better. Don't let me forget about the eyeballs, you guys. I can't be having no clear eyeballs on here. But I did use the white wax on top of black. Was it just black? Black paint, maybe black and gold paint, and it was stunning. So you'll still see it do its thing, but not today. Took the day off. It was like, we don't go on hot glue, girl. Now y'all know. Let's see. So I have like a beach painting project I want to do. And that was the one I kept going back and forth with today. So I think we're going to do that on Tuesday. I'm kind of doing some more fun, colorful things right now. Maybe it's the spring, the 70-degree weather. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. Okay. All right, I think I have it everywhere-ish. So we should be good. And then, how did I get this out last time? I don't remember. But I'm gonna open it carefully. This is just silver leaf off of, was this off of Temu or Amazon? To craft, you can replicate just about. Thank you, Denise. I do too. I'm convinced that with hot glue and cardboard, you can make anything your little heart desires. I'm convinced. Okay, let me quit trying to. I thought it was folded, but I think I'm crazy. See, it is folded. Okay. Well. We're gonna put it on here. It's gonna look worse before it looks better, kind of like wax does. I'm gonna put this here. Okay, getting all focusy on you. Need like a small little piece. Got it. Starts to get hard to see. Don't sneeze around this stuff, y'all. There we go. Now I'm just pushing that down, and anywhere I had put that Mod Podge, it'll stick to, and then we will get off the excess. I am like glued to this right now. There we go. This is gonna make all our troubles disappear. Nobody will know we tried and failed the white wax. Gonna be gorgeous. Okay. I think I've made a good enough mess. All right. Now I'm going to lightly dry it from afar, just so that I don't pull it back up off anywhere I don't want to. And now I'm part mermaid too. Okay. Ooh. Stay there. Oh, shoot, far. See, I knew I was going to forget the eyeballs, y'all. I knew it. Okay, hold on. We're going to put a little touch of the silver on the eyeballs. Just lay down. Thank you. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to dry it on low. I have not tried embossing. Embossing powders, no. I'm just trying to make sure that the Mod Podge underneath is dry so that the silver leaf will stick when I go to take the excess off. Okay, should be goodish. Should be goodish. And I think I usually use this. I didn't stick it all to that. Okay, now since this all has Mod Podge on it, I am not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna dump it and we'll sweep it up later. But the idea is that it sticks to where your high points are, wherever you placed the Mod Podge. Hold on one second here, I got it under here a little bit. Which nobody said it had to be perfect. It could be abstract if you wanted to. Okay. Work on hot glue. We'll give it a try because you have to heat it. Oh, really? Yeah, that's a good question. I have seen embossing, but I didn't know how the process worked. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this silver leaf rub and buff, and I am going to take a tiny itty bitty brush, and I'm going to place this on the eyeballs because it didn't stick at all, and then anywhere else that maybe I wanted it to stick and it didn't, and we see that clear glue. And it's just gonna add like a smoothness, and then the gold leaf has a texture. So it'll just be kind of another dimension here. And I'm not going over top of anywhere that has the silver leaf. Thank you, Eva. Thanks, Susan. I appreciate that. I think it'll be really cute. I think it'll be really cute. Eventually, I want to do more and more watercolor, but I drew as a kid, and I started painting a few years ago when I started crafting, and I watch way too much Bob Ross, and he makes you feel like you can do things you can't do. And so I want to eventually get back into painting more. But watercolor is, I like the backgrounds that it provides, and I love how this all turned out. But it's something I'm still a little scared of. So, why not try it, right? Gotta get better somehow. Okay. It's so shiny, I'm just trying to see now where I need to put this. Now, if you don't like the gold leaf, because it can be pretty bright, you could just do all silver rub and buff or all gold leaf. You don't have to mix them up. Okay. And I think I only have one thing I want to do after this step. Okay. Did y'all know that dragonflies are born in the water? At least I believe they are. I never confirmed this, but my daughter caught something last year in the creek, and we had no idea what it was, so I sent it to my son, who's done a lot of, like, creek digging and has aquariums and stuff. And he was like, "That's a dragonfly, Mom." And I'm like, "What?" Okay, so then I'm not covering up all the gray we laid down, all the paint, because again, it's just another color, texture, dimension. But I'm just going to go inside here and throw a little bit down, just here and there on the actual paper. But he was like, "Yeah, they're born in the water." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Why do you think every time you see them, they're like above water?" I'm like, "I never thought of that in my life." Okay. Sorry, I'm probably missing. I'm missing y'all. I got FOMO. Hold up. Oh, look at me caught up. The junk journaling world uses a paste and a stencil while it's wet. You sprinkle embossing powder over it and let it dry. Heat the powder and it hardens. What? Oh, is that? Oh, I don't think that's what I thought you were saying earlier. I thought you were saying like the thing that like you place in like a silver plate and then you like wind it through a thing and it like embosses your paper. But I didn't see the powder part earlier. That's kind of cool. Okay, now as you can see, probably there are flaws, lots of them. But see how like there's some silver, like here for example, right? Some of it's outside the wing is my point. So what I think we ought to do is take our, here it is take our silver paint. What is it? Yeah, silver metallic paint. God bless me. So sorry. Every color in the rainbow. And what else? And some water. That was way too much paint. You need like a butt hair. And then some water. And you could do paintbrushes. I'm going to do a toothbrush because I want lots of little specks. I'm just going to take some, and that way it'll flick off my brush easier. I'm going to start down here. And I don't need, there we go, nearly as much water as I thought I did. Oh, something's stuck under there. There we go. And that way we've got some little cute specks, and it looks like all of our little errors and flaws were on purpose. At least that's what I'm telling myself. And I'm trying to do this so it doesn't all look like it was splattered like across the page one way. And that it just kind of looks like he's in the midst of all this beautiful shimmer. Okay. I think that's about where I want it. Let me find, oh, this is wet. Here we go. Thank you guys. Thank you. Sometimes you can hold it off, sometimes you can't. Right? And then we're gonna take some of this. I don't think I need to dry it yet, so I'll just keep on trucking. And we're gonna take Dottie. Whoa. Dottie's frisky today. And I'm gonna take the bigger end. And put some larger dots on here. We should have done this for the eyeballs, guys. That would have looked way better. And then we're gonna take the other end. And we're gonna do some smaller dots. Okay, just here and there. Okay, all right. Then I think we're done. Now let me get this dried up and check her out. Let's see. Some are transparent to let your, ooh, that'd be so pretty. Thank you, Carol. I missed something. Miss Eva. When someone humming his beard. Oh. Oh my gosh. That would be terrible. Very aggressive. Hummingbirds? Why is it always the tiny ones? They got little bird syndrome, I guess. I don't know. It's always the tiny ones. My tiniest dog is the toughest, I'm telling you right now. My tiniest child is the toughest. Okay. I don't know if I have, oh, I do still have some down here. We'll sign her. And then we're gonna have to find a pretty frame for her. Him, whatever this is. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get that far. But I'll find a pretty frame and do it up nice and throw her in there and get a good picture. I'm gonna sign it though and hold it up close, take the tape off of it and hold it up close so y'all can see it. I love this background. That is so pretty. Okay. Let's not sign it upside down. Let's take these off. I need to get a hummingbird feeder just so I can watch this craziness. I'm just playing. My papa has them. I wonder what he has seen. So now when we get a frame, it's kind of got like a matte look to it, you know what I mean? And it'll be all cute and pretty in there. Am I freezing on y'all? I hope not, but it'll be all cute and pretty on here, okay? So I'll find a frame. May or may not have to cut it down. I'm not sure yet, honestly. I just did not get that far. So we'll see. Okay, about a 12. It's about a 12, almost by 9. So yeah, we might have to trim it. We may not. I'll see what I got. But I think that's stinking darling. And it's something that, thank you, Miss Susan. It's something that you don't really have to think too much about because you already know the wax won't work. So it's something that you could just kind of like do the colors that you want. I almost did yellows, pinks, purples, oranges, like a sunset type of vibe. I ended up doing this just because I love these colors too. But I think that'd be really pretty. You could do a sister or a partner with this. Thank you, Miss Shannon. Thank you, Miss Carol. I know Miss Carol loves Dragonfly. She probably loved this one. But yeah, so different ways you could do it. Yeah, I think it turned out stinking adorable, flaws and all. I love it. So I'll find a frame, I'll get her in there, and then I do think on Tuesday, that's why I went with these colors. On Tuesday, we're gonna do a sunset with those colors I just mentioned, like the pinks, oranges, that type of deal, yellows. And then we're gonna do it over the beach. I have a beautiful inspiration photo. They used sticks, we're gonna use hot glue, because what else would we use? And I think it'll give me the look that I want. So that'll be on, and we're gonna cut up some mirrors or some glass at least, maybe just some glass. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty, guys. So we'll work on that on Tuesday, but for now, this is what you get. You don't throw a fit. Thank you, Miss Pat. I appreciate y'all hanging out and learning with me, and I will see you guys on Tuesday around 9 a.m. It's usually been Tuesdays and Thursdays between 9 and 9:30 right now. Just seems to be the best time. Once the kids are out of school in a month, we'll see how that goes. But for right now, that seems to be working good. So I'll see you Tuesday around that time. And yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out. This is what we did today, and I'll see you then. You guys have a good weekend.